Coming up on Look Today, well, the Adirondack Thunder Hockey Team announces a new head coach and affiliation. I've got details. Plus, world-renowned cellist Yo-Yo Ma invites the public to play cello with him tomorrow at SPAC. More on that coming up. And Open Door Mission Glens Falls continues to raise funds for its new facility. I've got those updates. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson, this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Barbara Kolarova. Now she's Artistic Director and General Manager, Lake George Music Festival, joined by Alex Lombard, he's a founder of the festival. And they're here to talk about the upcoming summer season. I also sit down with Ben Kemp. He's site coordinator and staff for Friends of Grant's Cottage in Wilton. We're joined by Steve Betts. He's a volunteer tour guide for the cottage. They're here to talk about the life and times of Ulysses S. Grant and an event that's coming up. This is part one of my interview with them. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, press conference took place today at Cool Insuring Arena in Glens Falls. Well, the Adirondack Thunder Hockey Team announced the appointment of Brad Tapper as head coach and their new affiliation with the New Jersey Devils. Well, Brad has 6 seasons of professional coaching experience and, by the way, is an RPI graduate. The hockey team is now owned by the Adirondack Civic Center Coalition, so we spoke to Ed Moore from the coalition.
I think it's awesome when you surround yourself, and the more I've gotten into this hockey and see the legends are here. You know, the Claude Lizells, the Glenn McCoskys, the Jollies, the Mahalovich, the Deans. I mean, we can talk on and on and on. It's just a really thrilling place to be.
Tell me he doesn't look like Anthony Hopkins. Thanks, Ed. All right, in other news. Well, the first of SPAC on Stage series kicked off last night, featuring the Hot Sardines. Now, SPAC on Stage challenges the normal way of experiencing a show by placing audience members right on the stage with the performers. Now, the next performance will feature Time for Three. That's a classically trained string trio, putting it mildly. And that performance will be on August 14. Now, also in SPAC news, world-renowned cellist Yo-Yo Ma will be at SPAC tomorrow. Now, people of all ages are going to have the special opportunity to play with him on stage. Now, we will be there tomorrow and have a full story for you then. And we're also interviewing Elizabeth Sobel, the president of SPAC, later this afternoon to get an update on SPAC on Stage and how the summer is going for her. All right, switching from news to weather. Today saw clear skies, increase in temperatures. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast.
Thank you, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser with your first look weather forecast. Here's the national map right now. We see a low pressure system and a cold front through Texas currently. Also, we have this warm front making its way in the Gulf Coast states, and also this cold front boundary moving out to sea. High pressure is building in for much of the country from the Central Plains through portions of the Ohio Valley and into portions of the Northeast, including us here in Albany, New York, for example. 52 the overnight low, Scranton 52, 49 in Buffalo, and as we look at the overnight lows across the central capital district, mainly in the mid-50s to the south, 53 Fort Edward and Whitehall, and then towards the north, we'll see low temperatures will drop to the lower 50s a few spots in the mid to upper 40s. We'll see mostly clear skies with a west-northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. For Wednesday, we'll see mostly sunny skies, but late in the day, we could see a few isolated storms. High temperature of 80 degrees. We'll see a mild start, mostly sunny skies, with temperatures only in the upper 50s and lower 60s with mostly sunny skies. And then our extended forecast, one more dry day on Thursday before storm chances return for the weekend, but only at 30 to 40%. We'll see a little bit of sunshine on Friday, but we'll see a lot more cloud cover as we head into the weekend, and high temperatures will drop from the lower 80s to only the upper 70s, and low temperatures will rise a little bit back to the upper 50s for Thursday and Friday, and then even rise further to the lower 60s on Sunday. That's a look at the first look weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Clarence Ponser. Now I send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks, Clarence. Boy, you know those overnight temperatures are definitely low for this time of year. All right, back to the news. Open Door Mission, Glens Falls, is currently undergoing a major fundraising campaign to finish the renovations of its new Code Blue shelter facility. Now, the facility is located where the old furniture store used to be on Warren Street. Now, phase one of the renovation costs about $800,000 and will enable the facility to be fully operational by November. Well, we spoke to Kim Cook. She's Executive Director, Open Door Mission.
We've been working for quite some time now, and we've purchased the building. We've gotten all of the city approvals and everything that way that we need to get. We've been in the planning stages, and now we're just getting ready to go into the construction phase.
Up next, I sit down with Barbara Kolarova. She's Artistic Director, General Manager, Lake George Music Festival. And we're joined by Alex Lombard. He's the founder of the festival. And they're here to talk about this upcoming summer season. Plus, I also sit down with Ben Kemp, Site Coordinator, staff for Friends of Grant's Cottage in Wilton. Joined by Steve Betts. He's a volunteer tour guide for the cottage. They're here to talk about the life and times of Ulysses S. Grant and some great events that are happening at the cottage. This is part one of my interview with them. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Okay, we're having too much fun around here today for sure. That's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. A couple of lookouts for tonight. I really want, we're having such a week with the arts. I mean, between the Lake George Music Festival and all the amazing things that are going on at SPAC. You've got the Adirondack Experience up in Blue Mountain Lake. They've got things going on. Man alive, there's a lot of really interesting stuff. But a lookout has to go to Elizabeth Sobel, the president of SPAC. She sent me an email today. She's going 24/7. What very, very positive changes over there at SPAC. Look, we've been doing a campaign called Art is Language, promoting visits on the lawn. That's the easiest way to see SPAC. Go on the lawn, bring your family, dress comfortably, bring a blanket, bring a little vino, and just have a ball. It looks like we're going to get some tickets for the lawn. We'll pass those on to you. And also we're going to have tickets for the Adirondack Experience, which is the museum at Blue Mountain Lake. Complete renovation up there and really worth the trip. And it looks like we're going to get some passes for that also, which we are going to pass on to you. Tomorrow, big day, we're going over to SPAC. Yo-Yo Ma is there, the world-renowned cellist, and a local cellist who should be world-renowned, John Miller, is going to go over there and help us with the story. So we'll have that for you tomorrow night. Don't miss that. I have a feeling that's going to really be something. All right, tonight on Look TV, Queensbury Town Board meeting. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.